Okay, make sure they can hear.
Can y'all hear that? They can. Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Okay, August the 2nd, there was 3 women went to the wells. I call the girls, okay? But they're grown women. They went to the wells, they cleaned upstairs, cleaned up very good. But anyway, someone was in the woods, they heard the driveway alarm go off. 2 people went down the driveway, one chased a guy through the woods screaming, I'm gonna kill you, you SOB, okay? Candace jumped in her vehicle. About that time, the girl that was in the woods, Jody Sue, pulled up into the driveway, started screaming for Candace and blowing her horn.
All right, and so let me stop you right there. So first off, so we're just telling what the day that the other creator talked about first. This is multiple days. She's not talking about the day that they witnessed it. We will have an interview with those people too. We just have to work with everybody's schedule. She's just telling you what okay.
Okay, so she saw with her own eyes Jody Sue's son coming out of the woods. Jody Sue, when she said something to them, Jody Sue said, no, he was just checking my mailbox. She said he wasn't checking the mailbox. I chased him through the woods. He come out of the woods. Okay, then Candace said, no, he's just checking her mailbox. He's all right. So nothing was ever said other than between us about it.
Right.
So then I would say some of y'all are in the All About Summer group. You guys will know the exact date that this happened. The day we took the wood, we posted pictures in that group. Okay, we was up there. Me, my son-in-law, and my daughter. Me and my daughter was in the house with Candace. My son-in-law was unloading the wood, stacking it up. He seen a person in the woods, white t-shirt, blue jeans. I got a picture sent to me tonight of Jody Sue's son.
Here, I'm going to pull that up right now. Can he just say, is you around him?
Okay, when I showed you that picture of Jody Sue's son, what did you say about the person in the woods?
Oh, that's him?
That's him? That's who you saw that day in the woods, okay.
Yeah, he was just right down at the bottom of the hill and everything else. I mean, I see him plain as day.
Okay.
Okay, so now we know it was Jody Sue's son that day.
Right.
And then see us by his build because she didn't get to see his face like her old man did, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you see that picture?
But he took off through the woods behind Grandma's camper because you know that hill right there is straight down.
Right.
And so he run that way. Sis and them went the front way of the camper and went towards the dog trail. And I jumped in my truck. There was no vehicles around, okay?
Okay.
Now, is it suspicious? Yes. Are we accusing him of anything? No. When I did question Candace the next time about it, she told me, well, he would have come up the driveway. I said, I thought he was a little kid. I didn't know he was a grown-ass man at this time, right?
Right.
I'm thinking it's Jody Sue's son's a kid. And I'm like, 16, 17 years old. And
right.
So I'm like, Candace, I said, would you think that would be Jody Sue's son? I said, since they seen him come out of the woods, and that was down there that day, just being nosy, trying to find out who was up here. And she said no, said he would walk up the driveway. Well, he didn't walk up the driveway. And we've got 2 people. 2
different occasions, yeah.
And my son-in-law that has verified it was her son in those woods.
Right, and this is the thing. This is what the main point of this is, everybody that's saying in the chat. Well, I don't understand is that we're just saying it happened. It was brought up by another creator, but what's been strange has been the response to this information coming out. It's not that we're placing guilt or blame or for anything that happened this summer on this person. That's not even what it was talked about. It's just saying it happened.
And just because it happened, we're not saying, okay, so it happened August 2nd, so that's a month and a half after Summer goes missing.
And then 2 weeks after that.
2 weeks later.
So if it happened on those 2 occasions, how many more times did it happen that he was not witnessed? We don't know for a fact that he did any other times. We are just saying it could have happened. And we are also saying it could have happened before Summer went missing. We're not stating that as fact. We're just saying it could have happened.
The reason that the alarms at the bottom of the driveway were put up because people were creeping around that property and were witnessed a lot doing it. Well, now...
And the person that seen them on the second cam bought the first set of cameras for Candace and Dawn that was put up at that house. They bought those.
Okay. So see that?
And then another lady that helped her with washing the kids' toys, laundry, and all this, either she put them up or her husband put them up. Okay, I forget which one she told me put them up.
Well, we can also say, and you can attest to this. I told him Don took down these cameras too after they were put up. The ones on the trees and stuff. The trail cams and stuff. They kept getting taken to him, and he wouldn't put them up. Now I know at that point in time, was their cameras put up at that time or not?
No, they was put up right after that.
Okay, because of this.
From my understanding, because of people trespassing on the property.
All right, good. And so
Everybody was hollering they wasn't people trespassing, and I've even made several comments on Facebook. Yes, we know for a fact people was trespassing on that property because we seen them with our own eyes.
exactly, and I guess it was. I guess in like a case point of view, it's called hearsay till police prove it or say it's fact. But if you, as you're a witness of it, your son-in-law is a witness of it. The 3 other women are witnesses to it. Now, what the problem is the response that was given the day that this information came out. It was said, oh, that they were a bunch of tweakers up there that are saying this. That were chasing the people that weren't there through the woods with a knife. Why come out and say that about people that were 100% not tweakers running around chasing people? That's what brought red flags up with there. But it probably wasn't. It's probably wasn't nobody even said nothing. It
probably would have all blown over by now.
If it was,
okay, he was on the property, so be it. But the fact that she was trying to discredit people.
Yeah, trying to discredit people.
They was saying something about it not being reported until around November.
Yeah, December.
On another creator's channel.
Yeah.
Okay, that creator is the one that got them to call it in. The only reason that it wasn't called in is they figured maybe Candace reported it, but it was because of Candace's own reaction, more or less, I guess you would say agreeing with Jody Sue that he was checking the mailbox and more or less defending him in a way, I guess you would call it.
Well,
because of the fact, she's saying it's okay, and she's trying to say he didn't, she didn't say he come out of the woods, but he come out of the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's just going along with Jody Sue, but that is the same very day that Jody Sue told these people the footprints was real. Okay, the scream was real. Told them about the vehicle.
This was the first time that was the first time that that information was talked about. Was then right there at the bottom of that driveway. Okay.
Correct.
And so this is a very so the person everybody says who's the person talking. She was actually kind of in charge of doing the repairs up there, or the not remodeling, I guess, the renovation that DCS was wanting in order to get the boys. But that's the bare minimum. They said you're going to have to do that at least. Get the house. So they were trying to help with that. Now, these people were up there. They're risking their safety. If somebody, if there was somebody up there wanting to cause people harm, you're up there in the middle of it. So, but they're, why? So everybody's alert already, looking around and paying attention because you're in a place where something, it's been reported something very bad happened. A child went missing. So you're already on high alert. So these people, I remember being told about this when it happened, because we didn't actually go up on that property the end of August, I think.
End of August, beginning of September, before y'all even come up on that property.
Right, so that's when I'd heard about it then, and we didn't talk about it because it wasn't our information to talk about. So I didn't put it, I didn't talk about it. But since it was brought out to the public, why not go to the source and find out? Now, here's one of the sources right here that we're talking to. For summer's sake, we're going to look into it. Now, for people that are in question, she was on the, it's allegedly Jody Sue was at the bottom of that property and was, honking the horn. Now make this clear too. I don't know what to call you right now on the phone. Let's say guest. Yeah.
They know who I am. We're good.
Right.
Everybody on there knows who I am.
Okay, so but make it clear what side of the road. So Jody Sue's property is on the opposite road. Well, Andy's property, opposite side of Ben Hill.
The third driveway.
Right. Where did the person? Allegedly her son come out of the woods on the well side.
On the well side of the property, he come out of the woods. He was not checking the mailbox. He came out of the woods.
So, and then we'll go to this. So, what was it that was told to Candace, and what was her response?
When what I said to her, or what?
Either both. You can talk until.
Well, that day, Jody Sue was saying that he was checking her mailbox, and the person told him, no, he was not checking the mailbox. I watched him come out of the woods. And then Candace agreed with Jody Sue. Then when I brought it up to Candace, after the fact, Candace told me, no, he wouldn't be down there in the woods. He'd just walk up the driveway. I said, well, I didn't know if it was just trying to be nosy to see who was up here or what. And I left it alone after that.
Right, because as a mother of a missing child, it would be her responsibility. I don't care who it is. If it's the neighbor, I'm calling and reporting that to the police that somebody's up here creeping around my property a month and a half after. Now, the reason that being is it's been reported people that do things. What if, we'll go back to the scene of it, and that they will go and try to see what's going on to make sure they're, maybe not on the radar, or, even if you want to be, to go into a little deeper and speculate, you could say, well, maybe they thought they dropped something. Maybe they thought they did this to creep around. So I'm going to report that as a parent of a missing child. Now, we weren't saying anything. We're just reporting that this happened a month after, and that's who it was. And Candace's response was, well, he would just walk up the driveway. No, and didn't report it. Well, when the people found out that she didn't report it, then they reported it. Okay? Now, I don't know. I'm not 100% on this, but I had heard so don't take this as fact. I heard that they had interviewed both those children multiple times through this. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, and it's the police's job to do that. But when that information comes out and people are being called tweakers that are not, and people are being called trying to be discredited, the very first day after it came out, I went on a panel and said, no, be careful. Just because he was up there, you can't say he's guilty of this. You can't place blame. Took up that same night. Jody Sue had went out and totally tried to bash me. Why the response was for that, I don't understand. And then there was a video put out that said it happened at nighttime, and they didn't know what they're talking about. This did not happen at nighttime.
No, both times was broad daylight.
Correct.
It wasn't even dusk dark. It was broad middle of the day daylight.